Welcome, everyone, for attending our Remembrance Day. I'd like to start off with a land acknowledgement. Ryerson sits in the territory of the dish with one spoon. In its simplest terms, the dish with one spoon is a treaty that was designed by the Mississaugas, Haudenosaunee, and the New Credit. And it was designed to invite everyone to take from the dish with one spoon and to provide to the dish with one spoon. So, in a constant evolution of taking care of each other. And we invite all other Indigenous nations and newcomers into this treaty of peace and friendship. I'm here today to speak about the role of our Indigenous men and women in the wars, the First World War, the Second War, and the Korean War. In the First World War, um, our people went in, received 50 medals of courage, which was a huge, huge accomplishment. And they received an award from the United States for courage under fire, never been done before. And in World War II, they were code talkers. It was Cree people who used their Cree language to send messages back and forth. And that code could not be broken because the enemy had no reference to how the Cree language worked or that it was even an indigenous language. These men and women went in to join the war knowing that they were going to lose their status as an indigenous person and all the rights and benefits that come with that, and would also not receive the full benefits of having been in the wars that other veterans did. But their love for this country, their commitment to care for the land and its people on it shone through that. And I really am so proud of my ancestors and all others' ancestors for having done this for our country and for our people. Thank you very much. Take care.
Welcome and thank you for joining us. Although we are not able to be together on campus, I'm glad we are able to come together as community virtually in the same spirit of gratitude. I'd like to extend my thanks to Veterans Affairs Canada for providing us with the video to help us deliver our ceremony today. Today we pause to remember individual sacrifice, lives dedicated to defending freedom, and all too often lives lost in conflicts. To all those who serve or have served, we owe our deepest gratitude for your courage. Your service has ensured we have the opportunity to build free, just, and equitable society for all. I encourage all of us to reflect and remember all those affected by wars and conflicts around the world, all those who volunteered, served, and died. For the casualties of war, military and civilian, there is no peace. We mourn them all, and we remember with deep appreciation and respect. Thank you.
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks, still bravely singing, fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Good morning. As we close the ceremony today, I would like to add my deepest expression of gratitude to those who serve their country. I ask that we especially remember those whose self-sacrifice is often not recognized. I am thinking of the people behind the scenes who heal the wounded, the nurses, doctors, and healthcare providers, often on the front lines. And to the First Nations, Métis and Inuit, Black, African Canadian, and Asian Canadian people who voluntarily enlist in the Canadian military during both the First and Second World Wars, and continue to serve today, but who are often left out of our history books. We are grateful for their sacrifice. The legacy of these sacrifices and the values they fought for live on in all of us. We are grateful also to live in a country in which we are free from war, unlike many other parts of the world. That freedom brings with it an obligation to bridge the divides amongst nations and to address the circumstances that cause those divides and conflicts in our fight for peace. Universities such as Ryerson teach the lessons of history, and we learn that the movement toward war is almost always gradual and often avoidable when people stand up and take action. On this day of remembrance, our call to action is to be agents of peace, to find common ground and build instead of destroy. There would be no greater tribute to those who have given their lives for our country and our freedom. Thank you.